Greetings fellow gaming fans, this is Small Archangel. Welcome back to Rising World, my survival series. Look at that view, isn't it fab? It's particularly good from up here on the mezzanine because there's literally nothing in the way of it, which is fantastic. I'm still really enjoying this house. I keep tweaking here, there and everywhere, and the last thing I did off camera, you can see I set up two of these tubs with some flowers in. Now, thank you to someone in the comments for pointing out that it was possible to do this. I must be careful not to pick those because I'll have to go through the whole shebang again. It's a little bit fiddly. Basically, what I had to do here, and this would be perhaps a little bit easier to do on actual, ground, on terrain. But here, what I actually had to do, I had to remove some of the blocks underneath where the tubs are, and then place soil there, which is glitchy. It's a little bit difficult to do, and then place the flowers in the soil, and then take the soil away, and then put the ground blocks back, and then place the tub underneath the flowers. So yeah, it was a little bit of a long and involved process, but the end result's pretty nice actually. I like it, and I'm glad there's some way of doing that. I just wish that the devs would implement a bit of functionality so that we can literally make a pot or even one of the smaller flower pots with just dirt in it, and then just bung flowers in it. It just makes sense to me that we should be able to do that. So there we go. I did manage it in the end though. And yeah, it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. So we're gonna go. Come on, come on. I've also been playing the piano. I love playing the piano. It's kind of hard. Even if you could play the piano in real life, I very much doubt that you could play this in the game. But on the other hand, if you can touch type, it's quite easy to just kind of make stuff up as you go along. That was hello, I'm Small Archangel, and it's a little bit random, I have to say, but what I have found out just by playing around really is that this is actually really quite melodic and pleasing to the ear, but it's very, very rude in point of fact. So lots of fun to be had with the piano, especially if you can touch type. Anyway, on with today's episode. So I'm sticking with this house. Frankly, it took ages to build. Okay, so the other houses we've built took ages and a lot of resources as well. But this one, yeah, I don't know. This is a survival series, and yeah, I've spent more time building than anything else. But hey, that's the state of the development of the game, I guess. But we've got some fruit growing on our fruit trees now. They've just finally reached full size. My cherry tree, I don't think it has actually. Look, it's got some green cherries on. Look, there's a green cherry, but I can't harvest any actual cherries from that yet. And then, let's see, where is my sickle? Because we've still only got 4 strawberry plants. Now I've got 1 extra I can plant now, so we'll place 1 more strawberry plant. We'll probably have a couple of them. I do like the way that the plants go through cycles. So this one's got green strawberries on it. This one hasn't even got that. Or it's at a slightly different stage, slightly further along. So they're all at different stages, which makes them look quite interesting. It's some green tomatoes there as well. And then look, these mini melons, which is kind of cute. I just didn't notice that before. So we've got a little bit of food here that we can kind of carry on putting in our pantry. I've got a little bit more meat because I've been out hunting again off camera while I was waiting for all those. There we go. I don't know what they stack in, 32s I think. While I was waiting for all of our trees to kind of mature a little bit, but we're going to have to keep waiting for that, I think. So I've organised the kitchen so we've got storage space for pretty much everything here. We've got lots of storage space elsewhere in the house as well, but at the moment there isn't really anything that we need to store. That might change in future. Oh, and I noticed that I'd put the oven decal on upside down, so I've rectified that as well. Can't believe I didn't notice that. Okay, here we go. So what we're going to do in this episode, and I am going to equip not my sickle but my battle axe. Gotta love the battle axe. We've had moose on the lawn quite a lot. He has not left any presents behind. They're not aggro unless you start on them. And as I say, when we build a castle, I'll want some moose antlers because that'll just fit right in. But for today, I just want to keep that to hand, really. We've got some water, and I dare say we'll find some en route anyway. Now, where is my compass? Okay, so bearing in mind, I assume this is a compass that always points north. That being the case, we are currently pointing west. That would be the case if that is true. So we are currently facing west, and then that would be south, wouldn't it? So I want to explore in one direction or another. I'm not too fussed which. I think we went south a little way last time. But I don't think we went ever so far south. So maybe we'll head south, probably through the middle of the water. Not a great plan in actual fact, because there's a lot of bears in the bottom of that lake. Probably about 6 by now. So we shall leave those. We've actually got a bit of a pathway going down here, but not much. We've got planted some new trees where we had our... Oh, and I probably should have replanted the grass because it all looks a bit shorn. And I think we went this way last time, but we didn't go ever so far. So I'm going to keep my battle axe on me, keep it handy. And I might just... Hang on. Do I need to refill that? I think it was probably actually full already, but just in case. We're going to head southwards, and I'm going to keep referring to my compass to make sure that we are going south once we get past this lake. Because swimming, I don't know, it's not great, especially when you know there are bears living in the lake, which is a bit weird. They should drown, really. We can drown, so they should drown too. And it's really quite a large lake. Random shape, but quite large. Okay, so we're very definitely in a pine forest now. We've got a little bunch of yellow flowers concealing some... Oh, I think that's the tiniest pond in existence. And some iron ore. But we don't have a smelter, so ore is not ever so useful to us at this point. We could collect it, I suppose, ahead of... Wow, look at all these flowers. This is alpine or something, I don't know. It's quite cute, it's quite nice. I suppose we could collect ores ahead of our castle build, because we're certainly going to need a lot of it there. But I guess I'd rather sort of do a bit of exploration today. And if we find any animals that we can butcher for the fridge, then I'm down with that as well. Am I heading the right way? That is to say south. Yeah, we want to go this way. Okay, there's a moose over there. Not sure what these flowers are supposed to be, but they're seriously tall. Okay, this isn't strictly south, but I've seen a cow and some pigs, and I'm thinking bacon and steak. Oh, and a sheep. Yeah, the cow's running away, funnily enough. It's not too fond of, you know, the idea of becoming steak. Oh, yeah, thank you. There we go. And thankfully it does not... No, I want to hide the body. Hide the body. Oh, there we go. Yeah, thankfully meat does not go off while we're out and about, because that would be inconvenient. Who knows what will happen further into the game, of course. Gather a bit of wool while we're en route, because why not? We need to make a bed, or multiple beds even, in every place we visit. Oh. And down goes Porky. No, hit the wrong button. Some more bacon. Yum yum. And let's hide his sorry corpse as well. There we go. I'm guessing that hiding their bodies is kind of better for performance overall. Yes, you're going to have to go as well, Daisy. Sorry about that, missus. Okay. There we go. I think that just stacks in 8. I'm not sure though. Oh, and it looks like we've got a savanna biome. So let me just see. Are we going south? We're kind of going south. That is south, so let's head in that general direction. Got an apple tree here, I think. They look more like peaches to me, but I think that's an apple tree. Oh, big cave over there. Yeah, I don't think we could possibly have been here before because our other builds were way over to our left there. Yeah, we can't have come all the way over here. This has got to be new. I'd really like the ability to be able to make a map in this game because, yeah, it's actually quite difficult. Unless you've built in an area, it's really quite difficult to anticipate whether you've been there before or not, unless you recognise it. And to be honest, the landmarks aren't that obvious. Looks like we've got some sort of ores there, but I can't reach them, not without some climbing apparatus. Oh, now this cave, well, we'd fall down that one while looking at this one, but this one might actually, let me just see, do I have some torches? Yes, I always have torches. Let's equip one and check it out, and hopefully it won't just head straight downwards. Oh, or alternatively, it could just, you know, yeah, be something that's pretending to be a cave and isn't at all. So that is disappointing. We haven't got a lemon tree actually, so in point of fact I might just see if we can get one. I might just shear Flossie while we're here. There we go. And we've taken the lemons off this, so we'll see if we can get ourselves a sapling. Oh damn, I just picked some flowers, never mind. Hey, a sapling, nice. Okay, so there we go, we've got a lemon sapling. And we'll have to plant that when we get back to base. Now, where are we? Are we still heading south? No, I've got myself turned around. Like I say, it's actually very difficult to tell which direction you're facing in. Some of the hills have, I guess, more of a unique profile, but to be honest, mostly they don't. That one there that's pointy with a couple of like cypress type trees on top of it. I might recognise that if I'd seen it before, but I honestly don't think I have. And the way the landscape's drawing itself in, well, I don't know. That might be because we've not been there before, or it might be just because that's the way the game reses anyway. Now there's a palm tree over there, so that's probably worth keeping an eye on, just because at the moment I would really like to find a sandy beach, obviously, because that's something I have not found in this game yet, and I don't know how far I'm likely to have to travel. Oh my goodness me. Stealth cave. I don't know how far I'm likely to have to travel to find that. Big old holes in the terrain. Hello. But yeah, we may possibly find some in that direction. Now that is more like east, because north is that away. So presumably that will head back to our base. But yeah, so while I would love to find that, I could credibly have been over here already, I suppose. But while I would love to find a sandy beach, I would also settle for a snowy biome because I haven't seen one of those before in this save either, which seems a bit crazy really, considering quite how far I've actually been by this point. Maybe we can. Now look at that. There's a potato plant just kind of dangling in the air. So I'll just pick those potatoes because frankly they shouldn't be dangling in the air. It just looks weird. And we'll see if this cave, apart from bits of rock that are probably in midair and flowers, which are doing likewise. No, that is another disappointingly truncated cave. Oh no, maybe it goes in this direction. Not really, not by far it doesn't. Okay. We've got some sort of ore there, but I'm not entirely sure what. Let's just check it out. I think it's aluminium. That looks like that. It can't be gold, not this close to the surface. It's aluminium. Okay. I don't remember aluminium being gold coloured, but what the heck. There we go. It's pretty hard to find that stuff, so it's a good idea to grab it while you can. Alright, now how the heck did I get in here? This way. There's a Sean the sheep. Hello, Sean. Okay, so I'm still heading south. At least I hope I am. There are great big holes everywhere. These ones are caves, but still. Did I just pick something random? I meant to shear the sheep. So yeah, still heading south. Just try and keep kind of vaguely in a straight line, because that's the way we're going to really sort of explore furthest, I guess. We should be able to find our way back to our bed easy enough, because the compass shows us a direction. It's back the way we came, oddly enough. Well, it's coming on for evening now, but I do actually have a tent with me, so... Hello, Piggy. Bye-bye, Piggy. All part of the war effort. Right, let's have your bacon. Nice. And hide your body. But there does seem to be quite a large sort of mountain range or something up ahead, so I'm just wondering if we're going to find any snow there. Just head past this cave. Hopefully not fall down it. Oh my goodness, there's another load of it. And another. Oh boy. Does that go quite deep? No. There's some grass growing in it. Okay, it goes through like a tunnel, which is quite cool. And that's it. Alright, let's just carry on the way we were. And see if we can make it up this hill before it gets dark and we can't see anything anymore. See something over there, but I don't know what it is. Beyond that apple tree. I'm working on possibly flawed logic here, that the further uphill I go, the more likely I am to find snow. Now that works in the real world, but I'm really not sure how that applies to game logic. It's very pretty with the sun rays and things, but so far, no snow. Let's go to the top of the hill and see if we can see what we can see. Because one thing's for sure, even in a game, you do get a better view from the top, although it does depend on your draw distance and how well it is optimized. Okay, so I'm seeing trees. More trees. Let's see, which direction is south? That one, kind of over that way. Alright, so far, no snow. If we were to go a little bit further south, that would be in this direction. And I can't believe how difficult it is to find other biomes. Maybe that's because I started this save before the water update, but I wouldn't have thought that would make that much difference, really. But there perhaps needs to be a little bit more, I don't know, tweaking on how the biomes roll in random gen, because it's extremely easy to find pine forest and I don't know, maple forest, but it's really not easy to find any other kind of biome at all, including desert. Okay, we're entering pine forest now, which makes me a little nervous because I could get myself eaten by a bear. So I'm just going to be a little bit cautious and listen in case I hear one, because you usually hear them before you see them. And we're still heading south. Although what I'm thinking at this point is probably the best thing to do is actually to go kind of in a bit of a circle. We can find our way back to our base, to our lake house, but let's see, what direction is that? Well, that's north over there, so I'm thinking if we go in this direction, we'll go back round in a little bit of a circle, and maybe we'll, I don't know, maximise our chances of, that's not a bear, is it? I think it's a bush. We'll maximise our chances, hopefully, of finding snowy biome or some other kind of biome. Up! There's a bear. I don't want to mess with him. Yeah, there he goes. Hopefully he's not chasing me. And here come the stars. Oh my goodness, straight down a cave nearly. Okay, so at this point I think we're probably heading roughly north. We're heading back to base really. But it's either going to take me all night to get there, or I should sort of set up shop temporarily. Somewhere around here. So it's kind of dark. I guess I'd rather get away from pine forest to make sure that there's no bears gonna come along in the middle of the night and finish me off. Does this look like a vaguely kind of flat area where we could place our tent? Let's try that. Sort of ish. Maybe I should try up here. Look, we've got an apple tree with some apples, so we've got plenty of food. I've got meat, but I don't plan on setting up a fire to be able to cook it. Really can't be bothered with that. And I think I'll put my tent under this tree. No matter where you put the tents, really, they kind of look like they're on a massive slope and they're sort of hiding in the grass. But that's probably to the good, actually, because it means that we're camouflaged. Probably not in actual point of fact, but, you know, thinking realistically here. Alright, so I'm going to have some food. We've got some bacon, so we'll have some of that. And I'll have a bit of a drinky. And then we're going to stay here for the night. And we're probably an absolutely epic distance from our house at this point. But, yeah. And we have kind of signally failed to find a biome of any interest. But in the next episode, we'll probably head out in a different direction. Maybe we will... I'm not decided yet. I'm not decided whether we'll set out from here and go back to base, or whether I'll do that off camera. But then you never know, I might find something en route perhaps. But the other thing to do is to set out sort of in from the lake house, kind of westwards in the same direction as we moved. We've moved along the valley, basically, broadly speaking, the same direction since we started Alpha 14. So perhaps to continue since the water update. So perhaps we should continue in the same direction, really. So okay, anyway guys, so I'm going to get some shut-eye now. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, hit the like button, and I hope you'll join me for the next episode. Till then, keep gaming, keep surviving. Bye bye for now.